I'm now thrilled that we have 15 minutes to really drill down on what you're doing at and how you're preparing for the incoming AI transformation. I say, how are you preparing? It is well underway. Just explain, let's lay the table, if we will. So briefly, what's going on?
Okay, so I think, like many companies, we see that AI is coming and it's reality. It's not anymore whether we're going to do it or not. And we have seen that happening over the past few years. I think AI came much more to the spotlight when ChatGPT came, and it became easy for anyone who doesn't have any experience to deal with AI, although AI was there already for at least in some form or the other over a couple of decades. So we've also seen that this will revolutionize the way technology works, and we realized that to grow our business, we need to go more from being a telecom company, which provides the connectivity, to becoming a technology company. And then we're able to harness all the technology, all the capabilities that we have in AI across the different verticals in the business. And to do that, we have done a lot of things inside the company, in the structure of the company. And also, we are working on the title of the session, which is the talent, and how we can make sure that we have the right talent that will take us to 2030 and beyond.
Well, let's talk about that, because there's 4 things I want to talk about. How you are preparing your workforce to be ready for AI, not only to apply it, but to ensure that you are growing the business. 3 other areas that I think are very specifically AI related when it comes to and. You've joined a global alliance with some leading global telecom operators, and I want to find out from you why it is that you think that's a global AI alliance, and why you think that makes sense to unlock new business and to accelerate growth. You're working with Microsoft and Meta. I want to explore on the cloud side what you're doing there. And finally, the immense need and utilization of data in what is this transformative AI world means that data centers, very specifically, are absolutely crucial. I want to find out from you about the work that's being done here. So let's just start then on how you are upskilling that workforce.
So the workforce is essential for any business, and AI is one of them. And we've worked on 2 main axes. One is the intake of new talent. So we have started 4 years ago graduate AI program, where we hire new graduates with top results from the university for 1 year to rotate in different departments, focusing on how AI can be developed in these departments, and at the same time working to take them through courses with some of the leading universities, including the MBZ AI University, to make sure that they have the right tool set. We have so far graduated 3 of these AI graduate intakes. It's about 100 people each year. And you can see the level of energy and excitement they bring, because this is, again, a generation that for them, AI is not something that is science fiction, but something that they can feel much more than some of the older generations like us. So it's great to have that new blood in the company. And at the same time, we are reskilling everyone, from the top executives to middle management. We are doing a lot of courses inside the company, both physical courses and a lot of online education as well, to let everyone understand what are the possibilities that come behind AI, how can that apply in their jobs, and how can they move better. And we have to understand that with AI, you don't need to be a programmer. Coding is not just the essential thing to do in AI, because now with AI language models, exactly, it replaces coding. You still need to understand the logic and how it works, and that is, I think, easier to educate people on than coding itself.
So this is about upskilling the workforce to ensure that they have the required AI skills. This is also surely about ensuring that you have a skilled workforce that is not going to be concerned about losing their jobs to a transformative AI world going forward, correct?
Correct. Correct.
How concerned should people be about the loss of jobs going forward?
I think there is a period where AI becomes a trusted assistant. And as a trusted assistant, it will increase the productivity for a lot of people, but then it might impact some of the repetitive jobs where there's no decision making, that maybe people that collect data and just tabulate it. A lot of these jobs can be replaced by AI. So what we need to do is to make sure that these people get the learning to be able to evolve, get more into the decision making, into making sense of the data that's generated by AI, so that they can keep their jobs. So there is a period where there will be some impact on jobs, but I don't think it's now. And if we work now on skilling the people, I think we can avoid quite a bit of it.
Give me some tangible examples, if you will, of how and this tech will improve your business, but also benefit the customers. I'd be remiss if I didn't get you just to explain that briefly.
So let's give an example. For example, let's give an example of an area, a public area, where you have CCTV, that security people sit in front of these CCTV to observe in case there is an accident, there is a mishap, there is a security concern. In the past, you have to rely on the connectivity to connect these cameras back to the center and building this center, but then you rely on the human factor that observe the cameras and decide if there is a problem. Now these models are improving more and more by AI, where the AI can analyze the pictures as they happen live and highlight things that maybe a human would not be able to see. So somebody moving with a bag leaves the bag somewhere and moves. You hear that in airports all around the world. If you see somebody leaving luggage, please report it. In the future, you don't need to rely on that, because the AI will be observing that now there is a piece of luggage that it was someone's hand and then it was left. So this will impact, in a way, the number of people that are observing the cameras, but you still need someone that sees the alarm and then decides who to alert and what to happen. So it will not entirely, AI becomes an intelligent assistant that augments the capability of human beings and improve their capabilities without fully replacing them. And of course, when we do this in the past, we used to, as a business, we were just providing the connectivity. But as we develop, we start providing the connectivity, the platform, and then the AI services that work behind it as well.
Talk to me about the Global AI Alliance, founded some 6 months ago with Deutsche Telekom, SK Telecom, and Singtel. What that means for you in terms of unlocking new business and accelerating growth. And we've only got 4 minutes left, so I'm going to get you off the back of that to talk about the work that you're doing with Microsoft and Meta, and the importance, if you will, of these data centers and your investment and engagement in those here.
So I'll try to connect all of them together. So to have an AI that really works, an intelligent AI, you need really huge data sets to teach the AI. So imagine the AI is like a human being. The more books, the more subjects and courses the human being takes, the more capable and intelligent they become. And that's exactly the same for these models we're developing. So through that Telco Alliance, we are teaching AI models how to be specifically useful in a telco environment, which means running better networks with better quality of service, better customer care, better prediction of customer demands. And with joining this alliance, we both developed the models, but also we have combined a much bigger data set that can teach these models how to become more intelligent.
This is about cooperation going forward, correct?
100%. And I think on AI, we all have ambitions, but there is no question that working together in collaboration is the way forward to be able to create that prosperity and that advantage of AI. The same thing with Microsoft and Meta. So for example, we are working on how to with Microsoft, we're using a lot of the Azure cloud, how we can provide AI as a service on the Azure cloud using dedicated GPUs that we can use for our business, but we can also use for our customers. With Meta, we're working on how we can integrate some of the data from those sites like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and so on, to also teach the models and provide better service for our customers, how to use also the metaverse for education using virtual reality and augmented reality. So these are things we're working on as well.
I said I'd bookended this morning session by talking to the CEO of Palantir earlier on, and we touched on the issue of inclusivity and equity, how you ensure, or perhaps, we have to agree you don't, but I want to ask you, as a global player like E&, what are you doing to ensure that this transformation is both equitable and inclusive?
So I can tell you a great example of the inclusivity that we have is the graduate trainee program, AI trainee program that we have. Over 70% of the participants are females. So we have that. And also now we are trying to replicate these programs across our footprint to encourage also the people in the other markets where we operate to engage more with AI and be more involved. And of course, some of these AI applications will be crucial to help the developments in some of the markets we operate in Africa, for example. So these are all things that will also lead to prosperity, not only in our home market here, but in also everywhere we operate.
You talked a lot about the solutions that AI provides and the opportunities. Let's just close with whether there's anything specifically that keeps you awake at night. Where do you see the challenge? Is it the speed of change? Is it ensuring that the cohort that you have at E&, is fit for purpose? What is it? What is that one challenge that you'd want to highlight here?
I think it's a challenge that all of us are thinking about, which is how can we make sure that the data sets and the biases within AI are controlled in a way where AI is really a force for good and doesn't create any false information. And this is going to develop by time. I mean, we've seen that across different technologies. So we just need to understand that this is still, in a way, a nascent technology, has to be used with care until it develops to the point that all the data is robust enough and we can have the full dependability. And that's why I say, still on the short and medium term, we still need the human factor to be able to make the final decision in many of these applications.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. We will leave the stage now and await our next guest.
Thank you very much,
very
Becky.
much indeed.
Thank you.